Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Respectable, the MICE course supervisor, Ms. Ririn Pratiwi Soeharto. Respectable, the committee and lecturers of State Polytechnic of Malang, and all the awesome participants. I'm delighted to welcome you in today's virtual exhibition by Diplomatry English Department, Class 3A, on Friday, 29th of October 2021. I'm Kevin Octavian Putragil as the master of ceremony of today. I'm very happy to see you. First of all, let's pray our God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the most gracious, the most merciful, the creator and sustainer of the universe. Peace be upon Prophet Muhammad SAW, the last messengers of Allah who has guided human life from the distraction to the right way of Islam. Ladies and gentlemen, let me inform you some rules today of Exhibition Diplomatry English Department, Class 3A. Rule of Exhibition Diplomatry English Department, Class 3A is number 1, participants are requested to join on Zoom 10 minutes before the event starts. Number 2, participants are requested to turn on the camera during the event. Number 3, participants are endeavored to use a that has been distributed by the commit through the WhatsApp group. Number 4, participants must turn off the mic or microphone during the event, except during question and answer session. Number 5, participants are prohibited from sending message to each other in Zoom chat column during the event. Number 6, participants are prohibited from sharing Zoom and attendance links to unauthorized parties. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to inform you the rundown of today's webinar. Number 1 is opening. Number 2, first presentation section from Group 1 with the title is Historical Heritage on Museum Brawijaya Malang. Number 3, second presentation section from Group 2 with the title is Mojokerto Leadership. Number 4, third presentation section from Group 3 with the title is English for Mice Ceramic Tour in Dinoyo 2021. Number 5, fourth presentation section from Group 4 with the title is Exploring Museum Gubuk Wayang. Number 6, 5 presentation section from Group 5 with the title is Singasari House of Art and Culture Exhibition Tour. Number 7, 6 presentation section from Group 6 with the title is Aston Sidoarjo City and Conference Center Hotel for Mice. And the last one is 7 presentation section from Group 7 with the title is The Last Relic of Singosan. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are heading to the most important section. That is presentation section from Group 1 with the title is Historical Heritage on Museum Brawijaya Malang.
Brawijaya Museum is one of the historical educational tourist attractions located on Ijen Street, Malang, East Java. There is a saying that a great nation is a nation that respects its history. As we know, Indonesia has many historical events in the past, and we, as good citizens, we must also appreciate the services of the heroes who have fought for independence in Indonesia. There are many ways that we can do, one of which is holding educational tours to the many museums in Indonesia. Now, the Brawijaya Museum is one that you can visit, especially if you come from East Java. The museum has 5 main areas for exhibiting historical objects. First, a weapons park that exhibits a collection of historical objects including tanks, firearms looted from the invaders, cannons, and there is also a statue of General Sudirman. Lobby room which contains historical collections that visitors can see, namely reliefs from the assignment of Brawijaya troops, reliefs of Majapahit rule, and symbols of the unity of the Indonesian state. And then room 1 contains a collection of historical objects between the years 1945 until 1949, one of which is the De Soto car. Room 2, which contains historical objects from 1950 to the present. And last, the center page, which exhibits the collection of carriage of death and Sikiki both.
Hello guys, my name is Fadil. Right now I will explain one of our collection in Brawijaya Museum. To be more specific, I will show you photos in here. And as you can see behind me, these are photos taken during old Indonesian War. In Brawijaya Museum, you can see a lot of photos taken during war in Indonesia a long time ago. For the example, one here, this photo is taken by Indonesian people a long time ago. In Brawijaya Museum, you can see 100, even more photos in here. Not just photos in here that you can see, you also can see a picture in here. There are a lot of pictures in Brawijaya Museum. Okay, follow me, I will show you a lot of collection in Brawijaya Museum. Okay, let's go around here. As you can see, inside me is a gallery that tell Indonesian history. The painting behind me is painting that painted by Soviet in 1957, which tell about the Battle of Surabaya. In addition, a photo and painting that I have described. Next, we will explain more about weapon and vehicle that in Museum Brawijaya.
Okay, so now I will explain about the weapons and exclusive weapons that is stored here in Museum Brawijaya, and most of the guns here are actually stolen from the era of World War II and post-World War II era. So now we move on to these two big guns, and I will start from this one, and I believe this is called the Boys anti-tank rifle, and this big anti-tank rifle is, I believe, were used by the England and were used by the French military and was used in the Eastern theater of World War II. And we move on to the second gun, and I believe this one is called the Bren machine gun. And this machine gun holds about 30 rounds of bullets, and I believe the purpose of this weapon is to suppress the enemy. And it also includes a bipod, which also reduces the recoil of the gun and to also improve the recoil of the gun. So as far as I know, this exotic weapon is mostly used in World War II, and they mostly came from across the globe. And as you can see here behind me, we have a collection of pistol, and as you can see right here, this one is a C96 pistol, which I believe is originated from Germany, and this one is a Luger B08, and this pistol is commonly used by the German officer. And the third one is Mark V revolver, and I believe that one is originated from England and mostly used by the officer. There is actually too many weapons that is stored here in Museum Brawijaya, and I simply cannot review them one by one. And actually we move on to the next part, which will be explained by my friend, and it's about cars and birds that is historical in Indonesia.
So for the next part, I will explain the post dove here. As you can see, this is a dove that used of the Army of Indonesia for communication system. And in 1946, from Lamongan to Bojonegoro.
So this card is used by Colonel Sumpeno at 1948. He is a commander of Division 1 East Java. So as you can see, here is a sedan purchased by the Soto USA at 1941.
This is one of the most iconic collection in Museum Brawijaya. Locals usually call it Gerbang Maut.
And that's an explanation of the Brawijaya Museum. We highly recommend this place for those of you who like historical events in Indonesia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Selvia and my partners are Kiki and Ika will introduce, describe and promote leather shoes from Mojokerto as one of the MICE midterm test assignment. Check this out.
Mojokerto is known as one of the shoe manufacturers in East Java. Although shoe products are produced by home industry, their quality is recognized at the Asian level. One of the shoe villages is on Kampung Wali Street. At the production house of Kampung Wali 3 number 85, buyers can see the process of making leather shoes. Starting from the cutting of leather, the process of sewing, gluing, to painting. This home industry is able to produce as many as 8 shoes or 118 pairs of shoes. Various models and design can also be ordered according to wishes of the buyer at attractive prices. Buyers can choose any models there.
From the price, which is around 150 until 250,000 rupiah each pair, according to the model, material, color, and size. These shoes can be ordered wholesale or retail, and these shoe craftsmen a shape order. For wholesale price, each core around 220 pair is valued at 2 million rupiah. However, for retail price, buyer can only order one pair with the desired design or the design of the shoe craftsman.
A variety of artistic ceramic charms that exist in every corner of this area. An artistical with sincerity in every touch. The best ceramic tour in the Malang City area, precisely in the Dinoyo area. Beautiful angle, such a beautiful touch. This ceramic tour is one proof of the persistence of MSME actors in this area. Loving MSME product will foster a good culture for local sustainability. The manufacturing process is not enough with the easy words. Be a reason for your work to be appreciated. Become one of the superior products of the creative economy that has superior competitive competence. The superior products is an attraction for antique lovers, also the domestic and local tourists. The overall varying prices will be a special award for the craftsmen of their work. The various works that exist depict portraits of eternal life. Talking about history, where in the past, craftsmen produced were not as many as this variation. And now start to innovate to develop a work even more. Plates, teapots, keychains, flower vases, glasses, and even other unique products are perfectly lined up to form a beautiful color. Every engraving is produced with sincerity and contains a hidden meaning. Buying MSME product will be a bridge of recovery for consumers.
Museum Gubuk Wayang is a museum that has a wide collection of art, culture, and ethnography. Museum Gubuk Wayang is a private museum owned by Mr. Jansen that was established on 15 August 2015. Located at R.A. Kartini Street, number 23, Kauman, Prajurit Kulon, Mojokerto, East Java. In a building with 3 floors, the Museum Gubuk Wayang presents a range of the nation's art from a variety of regions. In this place, we can see a very complete collection, such as wayang kulit, wayang golek, wayang potehi, tosan aji, archipelago mask, artifacts of Majapahit, gamelan, batik, and multiple weapons like keris.
Not only that, for the lovers of the Unyil will be very excited to be in this museum, because this museum has a lot of Unyil dolls with a variety of characters, which comes with a replica of the house as well as a collection of the Unyil songs. Moreover, in the museum, there are also traditional toys that were played in the 90s. There is also a very complete collection of tapes. Museum Gubuk Wayang is open for educational and cultural tourism so that more people know and feel the art and culture that has been passed down for generations.
The beauty of culture in Indonesia at this museum is a spirit to continue to improve and provide historical information about the art and culture of Indonesia. The location is very strategic and easy to find because it is located in the middle of the city. This place not only become a destination for fans of wayang of course, but also for school kids, college students, and adults who want to learn the beauty of this culture.
It is open every day except Monday with visiting hours from the 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. The entry ticket is also affordable, only 25,000 rupiah on weekday and 30,000 rupiah on weekend. This museum not only offers educational course, the manager of the Museum Gubuk Wayang is also get creative outside of the area, such as the activities of Gubuk Wayang Kustu Campus, temporary museum exhibition at school and university, Wayang Rotu Show, and also the activities of open sharing. Well, that's all for exploring the Museum Gubuk Wayang. It's really exciting, right, to know Indonesian art and culture. So let's visit the Museum Gubuk Wayang and enjoy!
Rumah Seni Budaya Singasari or RSBS is a house in Malang City, specifically in Singasari, that provides a space for artists and cultural observers. RSBS was built in the last 35 years. At first, this artistic house was known as Kendedes Seni Budaya. Kendedes Seni Budaya is now a component of Rumah Seni Budaya Singasari. Rumah Seni Budaya Singasari is a place for some artistic aspect. It contains Kendedes Seni Budaya, a dance studio, batik workshop, and a craft gallery or accessories. The goal is to establish a center for cultural conservation in Indonesia, particularly in Singasari, as Radha Krishna Dewi stated. She is the owner and organizer of the RSBS. Radha said that this activity was carried out as a preparation for the stage or just to train the muscle that have not played traditional musical instrument for a long time. performances in the studio are usually held every 3 months, featuring puppet show and so on. But now it's more often done every 6 months, she added. These performing arts activities are generally held in the 3rd, 6th, 9th, and 12th months. Young men and women also enliven the artistic activities in this place. However, due to busy studies, work, and so on, they took turns to attend training activities. This art house is also ready to accommodate the sons and daughters of the nation who want to develop their talents and preserve the culture of the archipelago. RSBS opens a Dalang class for those who want to learn. 5 experienced Dalang trainers are ready to train and guide young people in Malang City. Rada, as the owner, explained that it is hoped that this art house can accommodate and facilitate the next generation of the nation to continue to preserve Indonesian culture. In addition, she also hopes that there will be young people so that they can create a new studio under the auspices of RSBS.
Aston Sidoarjo City Hotel and Conference Center is a perfect place for both business or leisure, offering a modern concept with international standard and beyond expectation for service and facilities. Provide large parking area for motorcycle and car. It can make the guests easier to park their transportation during their meeting, incentive travel, conference, also exhibition. Aston Sidoarjo is the best venues to hold meeting, incentive travel, conference, or exhibition. Aston Sidoarjo already certified of cleanliness, health, safety, and environmental sustainability standard. Aston Sidoarjo provide many kinds of meeting room and ballroom that can be used for MICE venue.
Huripan tree has a maximum capacity of 80 people depending on the arrangement of the table. This room provides an LCD, projector, presentation board, speakers. Also, in each table, they provide a mineral water and writing utensils. This meeting room can be used by companies or organizations to conduct joint meetings, training for creative economy industry, or just briefing. Outside the meeting room, we also provide spots for coffee break, so the meeting participants can enjoy some coffee or tea and come back refreshed when the meeting starts again. Nirwana 1 ballroom has a maximum capacity of 400 people depending on the arrangement of the table. We can arrange into classroom style, U-shape, theater, and round table. This room is very large, provide a mini stage, podium, place to put up a banner, LCD, projector, speakers, and also for participant table we provide some mineral water. Different with Nirwana 1 ballroom, Nirwana 2 ballroom has maximum capacity of 315 people depending on the arrangement of the table. The size of this room is large but have limited capacity. This room provides LCD, projector, podium, speaker, jug of water for participants, also writing utensils. Outside the ballroom, we provide you a spot for coffee break and also buffet. Our hotel also provides musola for Muslim participant who wants to pray. Near the ballroom or meeting room, we provide you toilet.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here we will conduct a historical study at Singosari Temple. Singosari Temple, which has a Hindu pattern, is known as the Tower Temple because this temple has a shape like a tower. The location of this temple is in the highlands, so this temple is the highest temple of its time. We can note that the higher the temple is, the closer it is to the gods. This function is as a place for donating the last king, namely the king of Kertanegara. This temple is the last relic of the Singosari kingdom. Singosari Temple is divided into several parts and has its own name and function. Batur section. The part that is in the western part of the rectangle, which is climbed using artificial stairs. This section can also be called the temple terrace because it is built on the temple terrace. Next is the Buarloka section. The foot of the temple is in the uniqueness of the Singosari temple because it is equipped with a channel on the floor so that the temple looks like a palace. In this section, there are 5 niches in each section which is different.
Utakata head. It is a decoration on the front of the temple, which is located on the threshold of the entrance to the temple. This decoration is a vase that is used as holy place, as already mentioned in the Skandana Purana, which is contained sacred place in Singosari temple to protect enemy attack from troops god Shiva. Burloka section. This section is called the body of the temple, which is slender and decorated as shell niches. Above each niche has a perfect ornament, so that the ridges of the temple body are carved more perfectly.
In the southern part, there is a Nansishwara statue which is the incarnation of Lord Shiva by gaining enlightenment of the supernatural power of Lord Shiva has the characteristic and of carrying Lord Shiva trident. In the southern part, there is a Nansishwara statue which is the incarnation of Lord Shiva by gaining enlightenment of the supernatural power of Lord Shiva has the characteristic and of carrying Lord Shiva trident. Swarloka section. The roof of the temple has a pyramid shape and is like a cube shape because it has collapsed, so it has started to differ from its original shape. According to the Oyagan Singosari in 1351, which was translated by Pence, in his book it is stated that a Singosari temple was built by the decision of the Supreme Council of Consideration consisting of 7 kings. In the western part of the Singosari temple, there are 2 statue niches, namely the statue in the northern part. There is a Mahakala statue which is the incarnation of Lord Shiva and has a way of carrying Goda.
this historical heritage study, it is hoped that it can increase our love for Indonesia's historical heritage. So it has become our duty and obligation as the next generation of the national historical village are silent evidence of our nation's civilization in the past. We, the Indonesian people, are civilized nation with noble values of culture and knowledge. So let's put things in their place, place your dreams in the future and place history to learn lesson. Okay, that's all from our group. Sorry if there are any wrong words and thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Now we come to end of the section. Thank you very much for all the participants, Ms. Ridin, committee, and awesome participant. I hope you got something useful from today's virtual exhibition. I'm Kevin Octavian Putra as the Master of Ceremony. I would like to say sorry if I make mistake and see you at another event. Good afternoon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.